There is one thing on every college hockey player's mind: winning a national championship. But for every hockey player ever born, there is one dream: to play in the NHL. It's a moment that a player looks forward to his entire career when he gets the call that he will be playing in the National Hockey League. There are plenty of UMD Bulldogs who have gotten that call before. In fact, few programs in all of college hockey can boast the tradition of players having successful NHL careers than does the University of Minnesota Duluth. Currently, the Bulldogs have 6 players on their roster that are already drafted into the NHL, and that number could rise following this season. Right now, there are 2 prominent young players in the NHL that hail from UMD. One being Mason Raymond, a winger for the Vancouver Canucks, whose role at the team is getting bigger by the game.
Offensively lately, and he was the difference maker in Nashville.
And Matt Niskanen for the Dallas Stars, who is already one of the top young defensemen in the National Hockey League.
They forget about the backdoor. Niskanen cashes in 1-0.
In their history, the Bulldogs have had 39 players play in the NHL, and 7 play professionally for more than a decade. 5 Bulldogs have their name etched on the Stanley Cup: Tom Curvers, Dave Langevin, Derek Plant, Sean Podine, and arguably the best NHL player to ever come out of the WCHA, UMD icon Brett Hall. Sean Podine talked about why he chose UMD and his experience playing college hockey there.
You know, when I was growing up and, you see different colleges you might want to go to, I always thought how great it would be to go to a school where you're the number one to go see. And I remember watching UMD hockey, on the TV, on twist the old rabbit ears a little bit on a game, maybe one game a year would come on. And I thought, you're up there, you're the sport people are going to see, you're kind of the Friday and Saturday night show. How great would it be to be on that team and be playing for them? That was one of the things that first kind of got me excited and interested to get up here and be a hockey player in Duluth.
UMD coach Scott Sandelin is familiar with the NHL as well as the WCHA, as he had a brief career playing professional hockey in the 80s after playing college hockey for North Dakota. He talked about how his former Bulldogs' success in the NHL affects his program and how it can be both a curse and a blessing.
Well, it certainly it affects it 2 ways. Obviously, you're very happy for those guys. I mean, that's the goal when players start playing hockey, is to move up the ladder and get a chance hopefully someday to play in the National Hockey League at the highest level. And we're fortunate we have a couple guys that left our program early, and Mason Raymond and Matt Niskanen are doing that right now. And obviously on the negative side, you got to replace those guys, and sometimes those players don't come along. But our whole league and all of college hockey has felt it since the new CBA. But again, it's a win-win, because obviously it's great to see those players succeed, and it gives other players an opportunity in your program.
Duluth has always been an ideal place for NHL prospects to play college hockey and to compete for a national title. With the program's continued success and a new arena on the way, it certainly appears that will continue. I'm Ryan Larson for Charter Main Street Sports.